So what's up mga kap, and welcome to When in Halifax. On this video, I'm going to show you on how to create a resume, and as a bonus also, I'm going to show you a website where you can use their template for free. So before we start, I just want also to encourage you and invite you to subscribe to our channel because we have tons of videos for you. And anyway, let's begin. So why do we need to have a Canadian format? So number one, if you are applying for AIPP or caregiver, you need to find an employer. And to find an employer, you need to have a Canadian format resume. The reason why for this is two things. Number one is some companies are using a software to filter their applicants' resume. Imagine thousands of resumes every single day. So they use a software to filter the applicants. So it's very important that you follow the template for two reasons. Number one, keywords. Some software is using a keyword. Second, pattern. But some software are using the pattern in filtering or reading your resume. So always remember, your resume should be a Canadian format because the big company might be using a software. So that's the reason, number one, why you need to create a Canadian format. The second is some businesses or some employers, they don't have time to read your resume. So if you're going to submit 10 pages, 20 pages of your resume because you're thinking, okay, I want to impress my employer, so I'm going to submit a 10 pages of resume wherein you're already telling your life story, where you don't need to tell it, but you already tell your life story since your kids up to you finish, up to your after you finish your university, plus your work experience. Always remember that the employer, they don't have time to read every single sentence or pages of your resume. So always remember, follow the Canadian format, and the Canadian formats is 1 to 2 pages only. So on this video, I'm going to show you a template where we can use it for free. So let's begin. Introducing to you the job bank. So maybe you already explored the job bank, or maybe you already heard about job bank. So number one that I want you to remember, when we mention about jobbank.ca, gc.ca, it is the most reliable source of job. This is the most reliable employer. The reason why is the employer cannot post on this job bank if they are not a registered business. So most of the employers that are listed on this website are 100% legit. The reason why? Because they cannot post any job position in this website if they are not a registered business here in Canada. So when we're talking about resume, what I want you to go to this job search and create resume builder. Some of our KAP are not able to see this because they are too excited to go of research for job. Always remember, make always the foundation. It's like building a house. Always make sure that you have a good foundation. And applying for a job, your foundation is your resume. So even though you have a good experience, you have a good education background, if you don't have a proper resume, you will not have a chance to find an employer. So always remember that your resume is your first communication to your employer. So make sure that you create a good impression to your employer. So let's begin. Resume builder, you can create resume using the proven templates. Imagine proven templates. Manage and edit your resume at any time. Download and print. Save as many resume as you want. So imagine that you can use a tool. You can use a free template on Job Bank wherein you are 100% that it is Canadian format because you are making a resume inside the job bank where it is from the government of Canada. So let's begin. Let's sign up here. There will be a two option of membership, the standard account and the plus account. So the only difference of the standard account is the get much job. So the get much job is, let's say for example, you are finished accounting, you have experience in accounting. Most of the job posting that you will see is about accounting. You will not see any job that is healthcare related, financial or financial management or accounting accounting jobs you will see. Let the employer invite you to apply. So if, for example, if you are just a standard, the employer cannot invite you to apply. But if you're a plus account, the employer, if they see your resume, they can invite you to apply for the position. So the question now is how to create a standard account. You just need your email. How about the plus account? Now you need an SIN, a social insurance number, or express entry profile number. So if you want to create a plus account on Job Bank, you need two things: the social insurance number and your email address. What if you don't have a social insurance number? Yes, you can still create a Job Bank provided that you will give a valid email, but you will lose the features of get much jobs and let employer invite you to apply. So that's the only missing features of a standard account. And I'm going to type my email, which is when in Halifax, and then continue, and then I'm going to confirm, use the template. So there is a section here, create a template. So let's go now, create a template. So in the creating a template, they will ask you for your title. So what is your title? Let's say, for example, you are RN. So I'll just put Mr. Resume in language, I'll put English, and the template. So there are two types of template that you will see on this website: traditional and for youth in recent graduate. So I'll just, since I'm a professional already, click the traditional. You can also preview the template. So this is the template. Now I have idea of the template. I'll close this one. Okay, sorry. Save. And now here this is the template. This is amazing. So using this template is very convenient because you know what to write, and we already read all the don'ts and do and don'ts. So now we're ready to write. Let's begin. Modify. So you can write your professional summary of your job that you're applying. So the contact information, so write your address here, your phone number, your website, link to your professional profile or website. So if you have a LinkedIn, put a LinkedIn. If you're putting your social media like Facebook, make sure that your posts on social media are decent. Make sure that it's also professional. That's why some people, they don't link Facebook, because some people tag like your last night party, or maybe they tag about your pranking your sister. So I strongly suggest to post or link a website or social media that is represent you professionally. So if you have a LinkedIn, post a LinkedIn, but make sure your postings are professional, that can please your employer. So, or your website, if you have a website. What to post here? There's a section here, what to include in these sections. So there will be a guide here. That's why I recommend using this, because you will there's a lot of lots of tips on how to write a resume here. So professional summary, there's a question here. Reference your skills and experience, why you be an asset to this employer. So at least you have an idea, okay, this is the what I need to write in the professional summary, and click modified here. So same thing, if you want a guide, just click what to include in this section and click save. And so there's a professional summary, the work experience, your education, your skills, professional credentials, volunteer work, awards in honor, additional. So if you want to add some informations like, for example, reference, and then you just type as needed, right? And then that's it. And then once, if you want to download it, you can preview your template like this one. So this is the template of the resume. You can download the RTF. The RTF is the rich text format. So if I'm going to open this, it will be like this. For this, I didn't type anything, but it will be the RTF or the Microsoft Office. So again, if you like, I don't know what to write. KAP Joey already discussed the do and don'ts. Don't worry, once you are on your website, there will be a link here. Just click the do and don'ts. Always read this. Always read this. Understand this, because this will really help you to have a very effective and very effective resume. So yeah, that's it. That's it. How to create a resume, and I hope I'm able to give you ideas on, first, how to write your resume. Second, the templates. Third is use the job bank resume template. So if you find it helpful, feel free to comment it below. Give us a feedback on how to improve our video, because when in Halifax is your KAP unity. So mga KAP, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in our next video. So next video, I'm going to discuss about the job bank on how to find a designated employer or a caregiver employer. Thank you mga KAP. Bye!